AI-enabled information processing and new capabilities for speed are included in the next generation air dominance, making it capable of tracking and shooting down planes as large as single-aisle passenger jets. Are you ready for the future fighter jet? Watch today's video. Prepare for future fighter jets coming that will show no mercy to destroy. Next generation air dominance capability. A portfolio of technologies allowing air superiority is the stated goal of the Next Generation Air Dominance program, according to the Air Force. Beginning in 2030, Air Force plans to use the Next Generation Air Dominance as a replacement for the F-22 fighter jet, possibly with a combination of crewed, unmanned aircraft, and additional systems and sensors. Drones, manned jets, and new networking technologies will be part of an integrated family of systems for the Air Force 6th Generation Stealth Fighter, according to Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall. The future fighter jet coming that will show no mercy to destroy. There are serious questions about the Air Force's capacity to maintain air control in the future, as some of its best jets have retired. You probably don't know that the Air Force is on a mission to replace the most common and adaptable fighter plane in its arsenal. A lack of F-22 Raptors in contested airspace by 2030, the Air Force predicts, will leave the joint force exposed and at risk of air assault. The Next Generation Air Dominance, which the Air Force characterizes as a family of systems, will work together to attain air superiority in combat. It is possible that the NGAD family will contain manned and unmanned platforms, missiles, pods, and off-board capabilities, some of which might operate from space, in addition to at least one crewed aircraft and an unspecified number of unmanned platforms and unmanned aircraft. More than $2.5 billion in funding has been devoted to this mission since 2018 alone, and is expected to rise to at least $9 billion by the year 2025. Flight performance. At least as high and fast as the F-22, the lead aircraft of a future fighter jet is likely to fly at least as high and fast as the F-35. Air Force officials haven't said if the Next Generation Air Dominance must be able to engage in tight-turning dogfights like the F-22s. It may be possible for the Next Generation Air Dominance to forego exceptional mobility in favor of larger fuel tanks and a heavier weapons payload because of the accuracy of upgraded sensors and missiles. What sensors will be on board the Next Generation Air Dominance? Will it use the Active Electronically Scanned Array Radar (AESA) systems on 5th-generation fighter aircraft? Find out in the coming minutes. Discover even more interesting facts about technology right here on Deep Tech Lovers. Subscribe to our channel for more news and updates with post notifications turned on. Stealth. Officials with the Stealth Service have mostly remained quiet about how covered the Next Generation Air Dominance must be. As long as the aircraft's speed is so high that it can't be engaged with missiles when it's noticed, some have claimed that speed could be surrendered for stealth. On the other hand, China's ability to detect America's 5th-generation aircraft has increased in recent years. Invisibility does not mean stealth, claims Commander General Mark D. Kelly, who says that stealth planes can be detected at certain ranges and require close-in electronic jamming to protect themselves. Industry sources claim the Next Generation Air Dominance will have a radar cross-section similar to a BB shot and be orders of magnitude tougher to detect than today's 5th-generation aircraft. Rather than focusing on only a few important radar bands, it will also be more stealthy in a wide range of bandwidths. Sensors. The use of Active Electronically Scanned Array Radar (AESA) systems on 5th-generation fighter aircraft has reduced the time their electronic emissions can be tracked and seen. It's possible that the Next Generation Air Dominance may do away with an AESA on the manned fighter and instead rely on escort aircraft to serve that role, making the manned platform more difficult to track down. As far as we know, the Next Generation Air Dominance will be equipped with an infrared search and track system for detecting adversary stealth aircraft. The F-22, which has been spotted recently flying with thin stealthy pods on its outer wings, is slated to get an IRST as one of its sensor improvements. The front of the pods appears to have dielectric transparency, but the Air Force won't talk about it. Certain aircraft will be equipped with sensors or more weaponry, while others are designed to let the next-generation air dominance slip through enemy defenses in the battle space. Speaking of weaponry, we promise to cover it every step of the way, so continue watching. Engine. Next-generation air dominance aircraft engines will have to fly deep into enemy territory and operate there, far from the backup of tanker planes. Achieving this will require large internal fuel tanks and the ability to conserve gasoline. The Adaptive Engine Transition Program, a multi-billion-dollar Air Force initiative to create more powerful and fuel-efficient engines, has been underway since 2007. Depending on the task, they can either increase their turn and burn kinematic performance or sip fuel to maintain their endurance over time. Other innovative technologies include additive printing of parts, adaptive seals, and high-temperature ceramics, allowing the engine to run hotter than today's turbofans. Guess what the propeller said to the jet engine? I'm a big fan. Weaponry. While Lockheed Martin is working on an AIM-260A Joint Advanced Tactical Missile, it appears to be the next-generation air dominance's most important armament at this time. To counter China's long-range PL-15 air-to-air missile and provide the United States a monopoly on first shot, first kill in dogfighting, the Joint Advanced Tactical Missile was initially disclosed in 2019. Infrared and millimeter wave radars are anticipated to be used in the Joint Advanced Tactical Missile Multimode Seeker. To increase the amount of propellant, Lockheed Martin appears to have managed to reduce the size of its components. An alternative to blast fragmentation warheads is the possibility of a HITILE. In addition, this may help to free up room for propellant storage. ADI technology. Spitfire pilots of World War II saw their fighter jets as though they were an extension of their bodies because their fighter jets were so responsive. When compared to the future, pilots of fighter jets in the 2030s will have a more personal relationship with their aircraft, and this will be a significant advancement. The aircraft will be able to read minds, you just imagine. The Air Force has demonstrated that powerful AI-enabled computer systems can digest information in milliseconds, make decisions, and perform pretty well in dogfights, sometimes prevailing over human pilots. Although the ability to assess the interrelationships between many variables is best handled by human faculties, such as emotion and intuition, a computer can perform procedural tasks like data processing, locating moments of relevance among hours of raw incoming data, computational assessments, and some types of problem solutions in milliseconds. Developing a future fighter jet is a sign of humanity's advancement in aerospace technology. In the world of aircraft development, the most advanced fighter jets are among the most intriguing and closely guarded. Those that are well-known and those that aren't so well-known fall under this category. Which are the most advanced aircraft of 2022? Watch our video on Most Advanced Top 10 Aircraft in the World Today. Best 10 Aircraft Strength 2022 you should know about. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.